Hey guys, let's talk about the Tapo C120 Night Vision. Basically, here I have two cell phones. One of them I can control the light, and the other one we can just take a look and see the changes. I have the camera on my balcony, and you see here that I have this scenario where I have this area, the indoor area, and the outdoor area behind a screen. Okay, so I have a protection screen here, and you see the light is bouncing and hitting the camera sensor, so I cannot see what's behind there. If I come here and turn on the spotlight, you see for a moment back there, there is something here on the outdoor. I even can see a little bit here that something is back there, but the light is also bouncing here and hitting the lenses, so I cannot see very well, right? So this kind of scenario, you just need to be careful and change the camera position or work in the light, right? Let me just show here a way to make this work better. If I come here to the settings, here I have video and display in night mode settings. Right now, the camera is working with the night boost on. So if I come here, you see some explanation for the light, the way it works, and I can just turn off the night boost. And you see back there now, I can see the external area, right? And here it's a little bit dark, but I still can see something. So right now the camera is not using any light, no spotlight or no infrared light, right? But I can still change this. I can just come here to the night boost and change the viewing distance or the white light. I'm just come here with the viewing distance, and here I have two of them, near view indoor or far view outdoor. I have the explanation here, invisible infrared lights, and here is a visible infrared lights. So basically here is working with 940 nanometers and here 850 nanometers. This is the wavelength, right? So basically you can see the infrared lights here. If you look to the camera, you can see the LED there on. And if you have your camera indoors, for example, sometimes it's like annoying to see the lights there because there's a kid sleeping or a pet or something, and it's better to have the lights off. Not off, the infrared is still on, right? But it's invisible to the eye, at least the LED there on the camera, right? And here you have far view outdoor. So you can see the infrared lights there, but it's different the way the cameras behave in the infrared lights, right? So I'm just come here and change to indoor and come back here. You see that changes, right? And now I can see in the outdoor area. Even if I have a screen here, the infrared light is on right now, but with a different wavelength. So I can still see here it's not bouncing that hard on the screen, right? Or it's not bouncing at all because I can just see outdoor and indoor at the same time. So if I come back here to the viewing distance and change this again to far view, outdoor, again, it's bouncing here, right? So you see, guys, that the camera has like a good technology compared to the other ones, because usually with this near view here or the 940 nanometers is only for professional cameras, like a high cost cameras. But now it's available here in this camera that's very affordable, right? So it works pretty well. This is the outdoor scenario. Let me just show you now an indoor scenario. I'm gonna change the camera to my laundry, then you can take a look. Okay, guys, now I have the camera in my laundry. Here you see the infrared lights. I can change from near view to far view. Let's see how it changes there. You see, not that much, but when you use here near view, somebody close to the camera can see the changes in the infrared light. It's an invisible infrared light. So it's good for the situation, for example, where you have a kid or pet sleeping, right? So pretty good. And I can also come back here and change the white light. Okay, here in this situation, I have the night light on only when an event is detected. Let's say, for example, somebody approaches the camera, the spotlight goes on, so you can see in the dark, and the person approaching the camera can also see that you have the camera working, which is pretty good. So usually people, when they see that, they see the spotlight, they go away, right? It's pretty interesting. You can even put this off, so it stays off all the time. Right now you don't see any changes because it's using the infrared light. Or you can put always on. Right now you see the changes here because the infrared light is off, but the spotlight is on all the time. I mean, all the time when there's no enough light for the camera. Okay, let me just go there. For example, if I like have some light getting to this environment, then you're gonna see that this is gonna change. It's always on. The spotlight is on right now. But when I come there, I have some extra light coming to the room, for example. The sensor is sensitive enough to use the environment light instead of the spotlight, okay? Let me just go there and open this door here. You see some light coming here, and it's gonna change the situation. All right, guys, as you can see right now, the camera is working with the light that's coming here from this door. So basically, it's not using the spotlight anymore. So it's a very, very smart camera. Okay, if I turn this off now, you see there's no change because the light's already off. When I come back to on, no changes. Okay, and then if I come back here to night boost, no changes. Let me just go back there again and shut the door, and you're gonna see the difference here. There we go. As you can see, it's completely dark. And when I come here, for example, to the main screen and control the lights, you're gonna see the difference when I turn on the light. You can see in the dark and you see colors, right? So pretty good. So I just need to make sure that I have this working in a situation that's going to change by itself all the time. So video display again and leave this on. Okay. See, now it's changing by itself. And right now it's using the spotlight according to my setup here. So night light's always on. Just come back here and put it to off because here in this indoor situation, I don't need the spotlight coming on, right? In outdoor situation is useful, but here not that much. But the light, white light will be always off and the infrared light's going to work. Okay, so it's working pretty good now. And you see the viewing distance for near. That's good because sometimes my cat just come here and I don't want to bother him with like some light coming into this place, right? The infrared light. So he cannot see it right now. So it works pretty fine, okay? As you can see, the night vision on this Tapo C120 is very, very good. It works pretty well. You just need to make sure that you just set up the way you need. You can test, okay? Like I'm doing here, for example, if it's bouncing, light is bouncing to a wall or to a screen protection like I have here, for example, you just need to adjust. You can also adjust the camera's position, put a different position to avoid this light bouncing, or you can change the settings here to have a better light working for you, okay? So I hope this helps. Leave your comments here, subscribe to this channel, and I see you in the next video.